Hello, everyone. There is a quote by um, Dr. Neely Fuller, or Mr. Neely Fuller, that states everything they do, and he's talking about the people that have dominated this world. He says everything they do is designed to be harmful to non white people. Considering the world that we now live in and have been in for this past millennia, um, it is a testimony towards how things will be in God's kingdom, or the new kingdom of Christ, or Christ's administration. And Christ is simply means anointed. So those who are anointed to govern New Jerusalem will be in charge. And the way that we can visualize that is basically flipping over what we have experienced under the dominant society that uh, we we have been forced to live in. So the kingdom of Christ, the anointed ones, will their primary mission will be to do everything that they can for and to design laws and regulations in such a way that it moves to heal all non white people and to uplift all non white people, starting with the children of Israel. And they will do this in all 7 areas of human activity. The economy of New Jerusalem will be one that is done with just measures and not with schemes and manipulations. And the flow of the natural wealth of the earth will be divided up in such a way, or curried out in such a way, that everybody, every man, woman, and child will get that which is what they need, and it will not be scarcity. And you know what just brought to my mind? It will be an abundance of it, not just what you need, but an abundance of it. The laws are going to be just, and they're not going to just favor one people but condemn another. It won't matter if you are the saintiest of the saint. The laws will apply to you in the same measure as the least of us. And if you break those laws, you will face the consequences of that breakage. We have wars. There will be none. After what's about to happen right now, there will be no wars. That will be um, put on the back burner, and I mean the extreme back burner. We will not even have to fear from rumors of wars, and praise Yah for that. And that includes counter war too. Now, in regards to counter war, I think that in order, because it states that Jerusalem is going to have not only a boundary line, but that boundary line is going to be protected. So for some reason, that means that the mechanism of that protection is going to be so powerful that even the countries, if they're still standing, those countries that hold nuclear arsenals or any other type of weapon will be ineffective to come against New Jerusalem. And what those measures or those means are, I do not know at this appointed time. I want to end with the Constitution of the United States of America. Um, was really a really good form, or idea that was drawn up for the United States of America. Of course, you know that at the time that was ratified, nobody in the group who signed their names to it were adhering to any of it at all. And some say that they stole that from the indigenous people that were here. They just took parts of it and made it their own. That it didn't come out the warlike mind of a white man. And that I do believe. because America has never adhered to that piece of paper at all. They did everything to tear it up. When that paper was spoken about, and it came against their greed and lust and their desire for dominating all life on this planet, they threw that form away. But perhaps, maybe, some form of that Constitution will be added to New Jerusalem, because we will have the means and abilities given us to practice what is written on that paper. And indeed, even now in our depraved state currently under this regime that we're under, talk about the society or segment of society that really do try took the really do try to adhere to the Constitution. They always reference descendants of American slaves, which is why our tactics to get this country to adhere to its own document that it, quote unquote, said it created, to actually adhere to it, our tactics of doing that, like marching, um, giving speeches and sermons, using the church, is practiced all over the world now. So when we are finally relieved of having to engage um, those that have controlled America, and we don't have to talk to them, we don't have to look at them, we don't have to engage them at all. When we're finally in our nation, perhaps the anointed will want to use some of those tenets, and they will be applied, and more than not, they will not even more than not, they will be adhered to. And then we will be able to see and show up the rest of the world that this is the nation that America could have had if they had actually for one moment did all the wonderful and glorious things that those amendments and those tenets of law has spelled out for this country. So I think that even though we look forward to that, we can't forget where we are here today. And today we're in the final moments of this country, and we're in the final moments of this world. And no one who has done bad things are going to get away. You're not going to escape the hand of justice, and it will come to you. And unfortunately, you have pushed it to the point of it being a violent end. And that is tragic, but it seems that's the way it has to be. So that's what I want to say in this Sunday. Pray, do something to meditate and to, if you need to look at sunshine, if you need to step out and take a breath of fresh air, go walk in a park, whatever you can do to get you through the next few moments, the next day or week, to hang on just a little bit longer. This is not going to last. I don't even think it's probably going to last for 4 years. I doubt we probably get out this year without something really profound taking place over this nation. And as I said before, and I will ask you possibly to pray for not only for these UFOs to continue showing themselves, but I'm actually praying for Three-Eye Atlas. If it is all that they say it is and all that I believe it to be, that it parks itself. I originally said I hope it parks itself right in front of America, but I think that that's a little constrictive. And so my prayer now is that it actually parks itself right in front of the moon, um, in a way that we can absolutely see it for all the world to see. And in that, of course, they begin to engage those that are going to be cornerstones to the opening ceremony, quote unquote, of New Jerusalem. Stand by. Thank you.